Hi, good morning. It's me, Pinky. It's Friday morning, coming to you from the nursery. Excuse me. I went outside and did my chores, and then I thought I need to go in and make a video for my ladies over there and the baby channel. And I just want to very quickly make a little video about Laura, HelloDollyNursery. You know, I've been in this community for almost a year already. I got my first baby in November, so 9 months ago, and that's when I first met Laura. And I met her through Scharla, because Scharla is the one that introduced me to the community and to reborning and to the wonders of reborn babies and all the fun that goes along with that. And Laura welcomed me into the community the first day. And, you know, she was already at that time, had been battling cancer for a while, and was definitely still, putting out a huge effort to raise awareness for neglected and abused children, and reminded us regularly that that is what we needed to be doing. And sometimes when crazy stuff would get going in the community or things would get out of hand, and Laura would always be the voice of reason, you know, to get everybody pulled back down to ground and say, look, and like Nana Betty does too, you know, and other people, but today we're talking about Laura. You know, get everybody pulled back down to the ground and say, you know, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. You have other things more important to be doing. Grow up, basically. And for the last few weeks, you know, we all knew that this was coming. Laura knew it was coming. Karen knew it was coming. The community knew that it was coming. And though she never said straight out, you know, I am not going to make it. She, what?
I was just looking for a picture.
I have him. Would you like him?
Mm-hmm.
He's right here on my lap. Would be the first one. Anyway, you know, she never said that straight out. And of course, you know, the people that knew her the best knew what was going on, and the rest of us in the community kind of could feel what was going on, but kept her in our prayers, kept hoping there would be a miracle, and kept praying that somehow it would turn around. I'm going to share 2 links to 2 of my favorite videos from HelloDollyNursery. The first one that I'm going to share is a video that Laura made from her back porch, looking out at the trees and listening to the birds, and shared with us quite a little bit of history about her life, and the fact that she had some near-death experiences and had seen heaven. And I remember sitting on my back porch watching that video and bawling my eyes out. It hit me in such a way. And the reason that it did, I think, affect me the way that it did, first of all, was we've all heard of people who have had near-death experiences, or say they've, you know, seen heaven and come back and things like this. And but I've never known a person in real life that had that experience. And so for her to share that experience with me, it changed my life. It really did. It changed my life. It changed because I do believe in heaven, and I do believe that we all are going to get there one day, if we're any kind of decent human being at all, and if we've accepted Jesus, we will definitely get there. And of course, other religions feel differently, and that's fine with me. I'm not here to dispute religion. All that I want to say was that it confirmed to me that day from someone who I trust wholeheartedly that there is a heaven, that she saw it, that she'd seen it, she smelt it, she felt it, and she knew that there was a heaven and that that was where she was going to be. I think that was kind of about the time that I felt that Laura was beginning to prepare the community for the slopes. And that she was sharing with us an experience that she had had, and also helping us to understand that she knew she probably was not going to survive this cancer. But she also knew where she was going, and she knew that it would be a place of comfort and peace, and that that would be her final destination. That would be where she would be. And like I said, I think that's when she really was trying to prepare the reborn community for the fact that she was not going to be here for much longer. And that video gave me such a peace in my heart, because like I said, I've never heard that from someone that I know personally, and to hear that from Laura, and to know that she's been there, she's seen it, it was just very comforting for me. And it also changed the way I think about the end of my life coming, and what a peace that gives me to know that there is that place, and that is where I'm going to be, and that is where Laura is, absolutely no doubt in my mind. The other video link that I'm going to share was when, not very long ago, she made a video reminding everybody, and she showed her face, which she did not do very often in her videos, but she was sitting in her bed in her nursery, and Karen was videoing for her, I believe, and she proceeded to remind everybody that though we love our dolls, and to some of us they are babies, some of us they are dolls, to some of us they are everything, to some of us they're just a hobby, but for not one of us to forget that the mission that she had was to raise awareness about child abuse and neglect, and that she didn't want not one of us to forget that that's what we need to stay focused on. And I felt like that video was so unselfish and such a gift, because she was already feeling very terrible. She was having a very hard time videoing, keeping her breath long enough to be able to make a video in which she was speaking in. And I will never forget that message either, because sometimes we do lose sight of things. This hobby can be consuming. You can put as much or as little as you want into it, and it can be, I've already loaded up and I don't even want it no more. It can be, like I said, a blessing, and it can also be a curse, because you get wrapped up in it, and you forget sometimes that the bigger picture is that we're trying to raise awareness, and that we want to keep that as close to, I shouldn't even go in there yet. We want to keep that, that mission as close to our hearts as we can. And So in this time that we're missing Laura and that we're thinking about each other and how sad we are for one another, and I know, she was not my close friend, and I am deeply touched by this loss, but I know that some of you were very close to her, and she was your dear friend, and for you, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. Life is so short, and when we get older, we really realize that. When you're younger, you think you have forever, and that you're invincible, and that, 50 seems 100 years away, and 70 seems impossible, and 90 just seems like, who would ever imagine, right? But life is so short, and the things that we should be focusing on and spending our time doing are things that are important to us, and things that help others, and that reach out and give hope when there is none sometimes. So to everybody that in the reborn community today, I want to give you a big hug, send you all my love, and remember that we really have a big job to do. And just because Laura is gone doesn't absolutely mean that she will not be forgotten. Ever. I'll remember her all my life. I'll never forget her. And especially because of those 2 videos that I shared. I want to go ahead and put the links down below. Oh! I want to go ahead and put the links down below, because if you haven't seen that video of Laura's trip to heaven, then I think you would definitely get comfort from that today. And also that most recent video when she was refreshing everybody's memories about the things that we should and should not be doing, and squabbling amongst one another and making life hard on each other when there's so many more important things to be doing, All right, so Scharla, Nana Betty, Yogi, Karen, thank you so much for going there and being there. And I believe that was truly heaven sent for both of you. I know that you were in a place where you needed that situation, and she definitely needed you. And I know that you enriched her life and made things a lot easier for her these past few months, and for the sacrifice that you gave. You will truly be blessed if you haven't been already. And I just want to say thank you again. Much love to you, and thank you a million times over for being there for Laura and for being there when she passed. All right, peace, everybody. I love you, and I hope y'all have a beautiful day. And I'll be back later. I want to show you Dorothy's new little wardrobe, which is all secondhand, and I'm going to give some little tips on secondhand shopping and collecting clothes for reborns and dolls in general. And I just hope everybody has a great day. And again, like I always say, take some time to smell the roses. You never know when your last day may be. And we know that. All right? Peace. And be blessed. And I'll talk to y'all soon.